We are live. If you're watching this back, hey, I appreciate you stopping by my channel. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. A lot to talk about tonight. A lot to talk about. People already in here. APO running backs. I'm not sure about that. Little Ron, from Ronnie to Little Ron. Ronnie. Okay, Ronnie. I'll call you Ronnie. All right. Posse uniform combos. A power K on the helmet. I don't think they'll go back to block K or whatever. Why the power K isn't our logo? Because the old school power K, well, because they got rid of it, dude. They wanted to rebrand in 96, in fact, 95, Hal Mummy's first year. And which would have been 96, 97, 96. Yes. Yes, 96. Well, I don't know. 96, 97, whatever year it was. Anyway, I'm sorry if you're stopping by. We're sitting here. Somebody asked me about the old Block K logo instead of this UK together. They didn't want to get confused with Kansas. That's what that was about, which you could still is KU and we're UK. Okay, so it was confusing. That's what they said. It was confusing if it was a Kansas or Kentucky, and Kansas is KU and we're UK. I liked it, but if you're watching us back, pardon me, I've just got on here. What's up, Derek? Well, we're going to talk about football when everybody gets in here. Jalen Lowe is out for the year. Does not surprise me. He tried to play hurt. I told you, if you listen to this channel, I told you he needed shoulder surgery, and he's out for the year. So good luck to the basketball team. Jasper Johnson will now get to play, and he will be happier. So there you go. And hopefully, basketball will do it. Well, I don't know about that, Posse. I'm not going to say that out loud. We get 2 more years. I mean, he's a decent player. I mean, he's the only player we got other than Johnson who can create his own shot. So, but no, basketball, we got to go 9 and we got to get 9 wins. That's what they were talking about on KSR. So, hey, but anyway, yes, he is in the portal. We have 26 players. 26. We just got the Ohio State. We missed out on a wide receiver I saw, but that's okay. I don't have my phone in here, so I'll just go without it. Hey, who cares? I don't need a phone. But we need some wide receivers and some offensive linemen would be good. But we got the Ohio State kid who was projected. Somebody said he's projected to start. So, and I can't even hardly pronounce his name. So I don't know. We're going to have to give him a nickname. Tigra Tashobla. Okay, 6'6", 332, senior at Ohio State, never started. I think the only concern is people have given me is we have a lot of people that haven't started. Well, they're going to start now. So Lowe probably physically couldn't make certain passes. Oh, no. Look, he barely got hit. Look, he needed surgery when that first happened. And I think he was trying to help Mark Pope out, which, look. Yeah, he was at the 9-game mark, and then after you played 9 games, you either have to redshirt or so. It's the smartest thing to do. Look, we're not going to have a good year anyway. I say good year. We're not going to have the year we want. We ain't going to the Final Four. Let's put it that way. So, but anyway, in football, yes, we have been. We've been getting some players. I mean, hopefully, he says we're going to get wide receivers. But what's up, APO? What do you think? What do you think is favored? Running back, do we favor? Probably the Texas. Well, the Texas kid's been hurt. Well, both of them have been hurt. The Oklahoma kid has been hurt, and the Texas kid has been hurt. So there you go. Barnes is from Oklahoma. I got to get this straight. And the other guy is from Texas. Now I can't think of his name, but yeah, they both have been hurt. So whoever's the healthy, both of them can run hard. I mean, who can catch? Look, Patterson's going to have a niche because if you watched Oregon, they had that big back, but then they had a smaller back who went out into the, that they used in passing situations. So I don't know how well these other 2 guys can pass catch. I'm going to have to watch and see how well they can pass catch. But yes, we shall see. But no, I don't know, But the Barnes kid was hurt, and of course C.J. Baxter was hurt. Baxter and Barnes. Hey, that sounds like a law firm. Call Baxter and Barnes for your running back needs. Sponsored by Baxter and Barnes. Baxter and Barnes. Okay, Baxter and Barnes, double B, B square. We'll see what can do. Baxter can catch in the flat. Good, Ronnie. Then you know what? Then he can, and Patterson can catch. So they had a back, kind of a smaller back that was exclusively on third downs and passing situations, and they had that bigger back. I can't think of the names because I don't have. It's hard enough to memorize our roster. Let alone that. Wildcat highlights. What's up? Ohio State. Was he a starter? Somebody told me he didn't start. They said, okay, so he started. Okay, I didn't know he started. When you go on these stats, 247 ESPN for alignment, it doesn't tell you how much they played or how many games they played in. I don't know why. So I'm trying to see, okay, well, if he started for 2 years, then he's a big dude. Even if he didn't, he's still at Ohio State. But good. Baxter and Barnes and Patterson laying the law down. Yes. And right. And Dowdell went to Georgia. Okay, they wanted him. So he was going to go. They probably gave him a little more money than we offered him. So. And Dowdell played at Oregon, so I don't understand why. He played at 4 different schools in 4 different years. Georgia's glad to have him. But any news on the receivers? No, we missed out on someone. I don't have my phone in here with me. I knew I forgot something. We missed out on, I forgot who, big name receiver. We're going to go after somebody big. So we got till what? Saturday night at midnight? Is it Saturday night at midnight? Yeah. So we'll get somebody, but we need more than one, really, guys. We need more than one. I mean, we need a couple. I mean, the UAB, let's go by position, okay? Yeah, see if you're going to get this on anywhere else. By position, 2 quarterbacks. They got the kid from Marshall who never played. Well, kid from Notre Dame didn't play. 2 quarterbacks, 4 offensive linemen, 4 safeties, 2 cornerbacks, 4 linebackers, 2 running backs, 4 defensive linemen, 2 wide receivers, a kicker, and a long snapper. That's your breakdown of people, unless that was the 5th offensive lineman. But I think I counted as 4. So, yeah, and we need more. Let's see. We return deals. Abe Selm, offensive lineman, returned. The stray kid went to LSU, wherever our offensive line coach. That's why we lost him. So we did a return with Patterson, a return with Godfrey, the linebacker, which we need linebackers and safeties. Now you're seeing why we're getting so many linebackers and safeties. We play a 4-2-5. We need smaller guys that can tackle. There's only 2 linebackers. So we need hybrid guys who can, stop the run and cover. So that's the 4-2-5. It's aggressive. So that's why we got so many cornerbacks and safeties, if you're wondering. Why we got so many cornerbacks? Because we're playing a 4-2-5. Rodriguez coming back. Yes, it's huge, Derek. That was the guy. That's their wide receiver. Okay, don't call him a tight end. We can call him a tight end. They're not traditional, right? He was the lead. The tight end was the leading pass catcher on Oregon, I do believe. Yes. So did we lose on Moore? Which Moore? Whoever the Moore was, the answer is yes. Because I don't think we have any Moores. So far, we've lost on Moores. But, yeah, Rodriguez, huge. I knew he wouldn't go. Come on, man. You want to go to the NFL? You going to play in this offense that is, an NFL offense? Yeah. You want to catch the ball? Yeah. Other than that, I still have not heard about Boyer. So I don't think he was a senior, right? So I'm going to say that Boyer's still on the roster. Logan, I think Kentucky looked good without Jalen Lowe, though. They look good, but they're going to need him, dude. Look, that team sucked. Okay, come on. Let's be honest here. Mississippi State's horrible. All right, let's just be honest here. They had beaten one quad 1 team, like 2 more, and we've beaten 3. But, yeah, I mean, look, come on. Don't base it off of Mississippi State. We play Tennessee and LSU. Okay, if we Tennessee, okay. But, yeah, we got to play Vanderbilt twice and Tennessee twice and and Florida twice. And, yeah, so we got to find 9 wins. So, yeah, it's going to be – if they play well, just play Cam Williams at the 4. Lowe was the 2 – yeah, he was – look, he can handle the ball. He can get his own shot. He can drive the basket. Nobody else can. I mean, Oway can drive. He just streaky shooter now starting to buy in. Yeah, Posse. Well, yeah, when we're in January, yeah, I'd start to buy in January. Yeah. So what are you going to do? And Alabama kid's not going to play that much. Now that I'm thinking about football, I forgot Mo Diabate. Couldn't think. Yeah, Diabate's not going to play. He's going to be unhappy. Hey, man, collect your money and learn how to shoot because he has the worst 3-point shot I've ever seen. man, he just friggin' throws it up like it's a rock. So yeah, we need scoring. So on basketball, we're talking about basketball. 25 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We were talking about basketball because we lost our point guard for the year, Jalen Lowe. If you're just getting in here, gone for the year, so they will be challenged. And now we're going to talk about football. And we were breaking down by position how many players: 2 quarterbacks, 4 offensive linemen, 4 safeties, 2 cornerbacks, 4 linebackers, 2 running backs, 4 defensive linemen, only 2 wide receivers, a kicker, and a long snapper. Got to have a long snapper, right? So we need some wide receivers. And Will Stein put out the little video. If you saw it, it was on Aaron Torres. And so, yeah, we're going to get somebody. Because, yeah, it surprised me we haven't signed any Oregon players, guys. I'm surprised. You know, they didn't know I want to come with you. Maybe they didn't want to come all the way. You know, maybe they didn't. They're from the West Coast and they don't want to come all the way to Kentucky. Maybe I don't know. That surprised me a little. Wish we could trade. Well, we ain't trading Diabate. We got him for 2 more years. Oh, Bree, how you doing? Just read Moore is down to Colorado and Kentucky. Well, good. All right, Kentucky in favor. Well, even if they sign on dotted line, they can take it back. So, yeah, okay. Well, just get them in here. We need look. We're going to get somebody. We're throwing money. Look, we're throwing money down. That's what we're doing. So, if you're just getting in here, if you did not watch my portal update video, go back and watch that. Now, everyone understand what feed the studs philosophy is for our coach. It is to get 8 or 9, maybe 10 studs. In other words, high price players, studs, and then build around those 8 or 9 players. Okay. That's how most teams are doing it now. And Indiana sort of did that. Oregon did that. So we're going to get some really good 8 or 9. I don't know if that'll work, but we're going to find out. And it'll work, but how well? And then we're going to build around that. So that's what the Will Stein be the studs. The studs will be the 8 or 9 guys. So now we already know that some of those are offensive linemen, some of those are running backs, some of those, a linebacker. So that's a lot. The Texas whiteout. Rover would likely be. I think it would be probably Ty Bryant. I don't know. Now that we've signed some people, good point, Jay. Now that we've signed some people, I don't know who the Missouri guy is, the Mississippi State guy is, whoever's the most athletic person, okay? Whoever can be your best tackler, your most athletic person, that, back there in the back end is going to be your Rover. Whoever, Ty Bryant's pretty damn has shown us that he's really good and athletic, and he can pick off the ball. So I would think he's going to be in the mix for it. But since I don't know the other guys, how much they played, or we're going to sort all that out. So, but we do have we need a few more defensive linemen, to be honest with you. The dude from Purdue, the big dude, he likes to eat, but he's a nose guard, so that's fine. He's got a little stomach on him. I mean, look, he's okay, but we could use a few more defensive linemen, but we'll see. Moore's from Texas, good. Yeah, we need him. If we throw him, guess which team he's going to go with? Whoever gives him the most money. That's the team he's going to. It ain't going to be. Did you say Colorado? I think somebody said. Colorado, yeah. If Colorado gives them more money, it's Rocky Mountain High. If we get more money, Kentucky Bluegrass. This is big business. Big business, Bree. Yes, all right, Texas. Moore is a huge deal. He's the best receiver left. Well, then you know what? He has leverage. He's the best receiver left. He's like, yeah, I'm the best one left. But no, if you're getting in here, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Yep, we are enjoying all the people we got. We gotta, like I said, the only knock if you guys is, a lot of guys, some guys haven't played a lot, but we are getting the 8 or 9 studs that we need to build around. So, what's up, lady bass player? How are you doing tonight? It's nice to see you, lady bass player. Minchie took less money to play for Stein. Well, then he's a smart guy, because I don't know. Yeah, if you're guaranteed to start an offense that's a spread offense and you're going to throw the ball that many times, you should have took less money. But yeah, getting Tennessee, the schools were getting Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Texas, Oklahoma, LSU, Florida. We're just trading defensive backs. Brad White's taking some of ours. We're taking some of theirs. So that's good. Purdue, LSU, Missouri. This guy from Missouri, evidently, this cornerback, a redshirt freshman, is supposed to be. He's young, but he's good. So yeah, Mississippi State. I don't know how good this safety is. Now the tackle from UTEP had a really good year last year. I did go on a UTEP football site and was looking at his numbers. So he's a good offensive lineman. Who am I talking about? Talking about Mark Robinson, 6'5", 320. He's a junior. He's good. Even though it's UTEP, it's one of their better players. So we'll take him. He's probably going to start. We need more offensive linemen, to be honest with you. Like I said, I wonder if they're going to move Wilberly, because Wilberly's a good player. I mean, to like tackle. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think Julie. I think actually it's 26 now. Julie, it's 26 now. Yeah, Ronnie, be pleasantly surprised. Yes, I mean we're all gonna. I'm surprised now. We're throwing out some money. We'll see what it's hard. People start talking about like the SEC podcast is ranking SEC coaches. I mean, like right now, how can you rank the coaches? Like Stein ain't even coached. You're just going off of. I know you need clicks. And, like saying how many wins we're going to have. Well, hell, I don't even know who's Georgia. I'd have to look at all the other teams in the SEC to figure out what kind of game. Evidently, Georgia, all I know is from Randy, that Effing Dogs podcast, and Tennessee from Sports Talk J. They're both pleased with their portal pickups. Well, Sports Talk J, they need a quarterback in Tennessee. But they're pleased. Georgia's very pleased. They got Dowdell. Dowdell went to Georgia. They probably paid him a pretty good amount of money. They're happy to have him. So, yeah, I'm going to have to look at everybody's roster, South Carolina, because I don't know how many wins we can get but I know this, we don't have backups. We need to fill out the 85. So we're a little bit behind on that. So, but you never know. We can get 6 wins, maybe. Now, I don't know about that. If we get 6 wins, that'd be a good season for our schedule. But you never know. Like I said, when you throw a team together, you just don't know how. Like the basketball team, they didn't gel. And that's only 13 guys. But if you throw a defense together, will they gel? I don't know. You just never know. Is everybody going to gel in the spread? I don't know. We got offensive linemen that haven't played, but they're going to play now because we need one. So we need a line. So you're going to play. So we did return and sign Abe Selm, who was a backup this year. So we do have a couple backups. But yeah, we're going to have a good starting 11. On the offense and defense. The problem you run into is the next 11, the backup for the center, the backup for the guard, the backup for the wide receiver. Running back we're good at, but wide receiver, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, we're gonna have to go get wide receivers from somewhere. I'm sure we'll sign a couple before the portal ends. If it gets down to it, we'll take somebody from UAB or wherever, Western Kentucky, and you're just gonna take whoever. It's like the draft. Who's the best available left? I mean, you're going to take him. Final Prime. Don't knock the inexperienced. No, that's true. Oh, no. You're true. Yeah, we need backups. Doug, what's up? Stein staff told they're not going 6 wins. They're going out to win it all. Well, sure they are. Nobody goes out to lose every game. I mean, I understand saying that. Yeah, I would say that too. That's exactly what I would say. Yeah. That don't mean it'll work. That don't mean it will happen. There's no I feel there's no way to discern what anybody can do. I agree. Yeah, there's no way. Like they're on there, good old boys, Cousin Shane, them. Yeah, they're out there rating the coaches in the SEC tonight. Come on, man. You can't rate. Yeah, I can't rate. You can't say how many wins. I don't even know what Oklahoma's roster is now. So yeah, until this blows over and we find out, okay, what's Georgia's roster? We don't play Georgia. What's Louisville's roster? What's Oklahoma's roster? What's Texas A&M? What's we'll have to see. Like I said. There'll be some teams that outspend us, okay? I mean, we're spending a lot. We need more. That's the catchphrase, lady bass player. Not M-O-R-E, M-O-O-R-E. We need more wide receiver. Yeah, we need a couple of more juniors. Right now, guys, we're thin at wide receiver. I know he's got a plan. We got till Saturday at midnight, right? So there's a plan. We're going to throw some money down. Yeah, stay positive, Julie. That's right. Well, there's no reason to be negative. Everybody else is in the same boat we are. Kirby Smart kind of freaked out a little bit when he lost some players and he was like, "Hey, where's all my guys going? They're getting paid," is what was happening. So, yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I don't know who's available and who's left. If we don't get more though, yeah, that sort of be I'm sure we're gonna come up with the money to outbid Colorado. I say that Colorado, they got some. That was Deion Sanders. They got some money if they want him. We'll see. Alabama is winnable. Okay, Posse. Well, look, everything's been winnable right now. Cutter is gone, but
we're moving on. Yes, Julie. I hope he does well at Arizona State. I had to get on one of their pages and correct them because they had no idea who he was. They just looked at his stats. Florida, Vandy, South Carolina, Missouri are winnable posse. Posse, I don't even know who Florida's got right now. Vandy, I don't know. Now, wait a minute. They got a high – they stole a quarterback, right? They got a high-end quarterback. So, I don't know. And I don't know what Shane Beamer's got. I'll have to look. Missouri, I have to look at their roster, man. I just don't know. Trey, what's up, man? Cam Miller committed to Ole Miss. Are you serious? Well, Harley Gilmore is now going to Baylor. Did you see that? A Louisville dude came and did a drop-by comment on, we got Harley Gilmore, which I didn't care. But, yeah, they know you don't have Harley Gilmore, whoever you were that came out and said that. Yeah, so Cam Miller, yeah, Ole Miss. Okay, so, I mean, they probably offered him a little money. They watch film too. That's what Will Stein's doing. He's watching film on receivers right now going, who do I need? Yeah, his assistant coach, our tight ends coach is the key. That's his friend. That was him, and that guy was at UTSA. Now that I'm forgetting the tight end coach's name because I'm overloaded. Burke. Yeah, the tight end coach was him, and Will Stein was the UT San Antonio offense who came up with this spread offense, which got Will Stein the job at Oregon. So now he's here as the tight ends coach, but I'm sure he'll have something to say. Ronnie Less, I saw UK number 6 in the – yeah, in the portal, we're going to get it. So we're going to see. We're going to see where everybody else is at. We just didn't have anybody left here to, some teams don't need to go in the portal and get that many players because they had backups that can move up or whatever. So that can be a little deceiving. It means you spend a lot of money. That's what that means. So we are spending money. That's good. Gilmore. Harley Gilmore can go to Baylor, look, and try to catch a ball somewhere. Please, God, get open over there. But, whatever. But no, 26 players we have signed from the portal. And what does that make us on high school players? We have signed 15, counting 2 JUCOs. So do the math there, 26 and 15. So 41 players, basically 41 new players. Okay, we're getting to the 85 now. You got to get to 85. So we're going to need some more, which we do. We had some left on the team other than these guys. Obviously, we had some offensive linemen, some defensive players, people signed return deals. Now you're at 85. So, man, I'd have to get the whole roster out. I'm looking at high school and then I look at the portal. And, it's going quick. Bree, honestly, I think we need wide receiver and running back overhaul. Yeah, we do need wide receiver. Yeah, because, Skinner's a backup tight end. I think Boyer's still here, right, guys? I don't think he was a senior. So we got tight end kind of nailed down a little bit. As long as nobody gets hurt. The key is injuries, guys. And, that will be the key. Paducah Tillman kid, Julie. Okay, I didn't know about. If he's for Paducah Tillman, let's get him. Or if we haven't got him, Ronnie. Do you know when is the last day the player can enter the portal? Saturday night at midnight, it closes. So, yeah, that's it. If you're not in now, I would think, well, you ain't going to get in now. You're probably already in. There was 1,000 people in the first day. So, yeah, unless somebody calls you at the last minute and offers you some money. But, yeah, we shall see. Afio, not all these guys will sign, will be on the team. Yeah, they might leave. They might decide, this is not for me. And you know what? So there'll be other players coming and going. Julie's talking about boxing gloves. All right. But no, guys, it's been all day long. And it'll be that way tomorrow. Let's see. I haven't added up our total amount of players, like I said. Signed a few weeks ago. Oh, you mean in high school? Oh, I know what you're talking about, Julie. Yes. I can't remember his name. Don't ask me his name. Because I don't think I put names. I didn't put high schools down. I know who you're talking about. But yes. And Dallas Dickerson signed with Georgia. Was that kid's name? Yeah. The wide receiver to 3-star that left. You're like, why is Dallas Dickerson leaving? He's from Georgia, and Kirby Smart took him. So, you should know. Yeah, I know. My brain is mixed up between football and basketball and every other roster they talk about in the SEC. I don't know which kid it is. I forgot, to be honest with you. Jordan Knox, maybe? So I don't know. Anyway, whomever he is, we got and we have a couple. Well, we have 3 wide receivers that are high school players. And the Darby kid is the 4-star that we flipped from LSU. Not a big kid, 6 foot 175, but if he can catch, hey. So yes, in the high school ranks, we have 1, 2, 3 receivers, 4 receivers. 2, 3, 4 receivers. There you go. All right. Well, there you go. So we got 4 high school receivers. So there you go. Lady bass player, sad about low. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm the one who told you he ain't gonna make it through a year. Come on. He needed surgery. He needed to just go on and bow out. But I'll give him an E for effort, for trying to help out Mark Pope, because God knows he needed it. So yeah. Hopefully we will be better. Don't take anything off the Mississippi State game. Okay, they suck. All right. Okay. They've won 1 quad 4 game. They're probably the worst team in the league. We should have beat the crap out of them at home. But I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, let's see what we do against Tennessee and at LSU and at Tennessee. See if we can win one of those. Kentucky Rick, what's up? I couldn't find the 425 video. It's in my archives. Just look through. I think it was it's been within the last 2 months, obviously. Just look in my football part of my channel videos and just go back through, and it says 425 in the title. So I don't know if you can search. You can search 4-2-5. So yeah, good video. I did okay on that one. Yeah. I don't know. I watched a John Gruden video and went, oh, okay. John Gruden. That's where you learn football. Ronnie, seeing 4-2-5 defense. Yeah. Okay. So instead of having 3 linebackers, you have what's called a rover, your most athletic player, which would probably be Ty Bryant, and then one of your defensive ends are the 2 special players. That'll probably be Marquise Humphrey Grace. Your 2 studs, one on the defensive line, one back at the back end. They're the guys who really. So if you watch the video, you've got 2 sets of people on the field. If you spread them out, and it's like 2 teams working as one defense, and you'll watch the video, and you can morph into. In a 4-2-5, you can morph into a 4-3, a 3-4, just like that. Like, okay, this series we're going to play a 4-3. All right, now this series we're going to morph into a 3-4. So you can change pieces around real fast on the fly. That's one good thing about it. Afari, yes, like Alex Afari, Ronnie, correct. That's who they're your best. He would have been perfect in this. And Texas A&M led the nation in sacks, and that's our defensive coordinator, Bateman. So Bateman's a very good coordinator. So yeah, Posse, yeah. That's his thing, the 4-2-5. Yep. Jake Cam Wade is a Paducah kid. Oh, okay, Cam Wade. Okay. Well, maybe I miss him. I got Cam Miller, offensive lineman. We were going to have 2 Cam Millers. So many Cams. Okay, I do not have him on there. Okay, Cam Wade. What position does he play, Jake? Julie, how many injuries? Yeah, a lot of injuries. Runny nose. Oh well, yeah. I mean, look, if you get injured now, you're making millions of dollars, and if you got a chance to go to the NFL, you're gonna sit down. But yes, I do have a video on the 4-2-5 and some other videos on the outside zone run. I do not know football. I watched the people that did, and then I diagrammed. Yeah, I watched Will Stein's outside zone run, and then I diagrammed it. Am I a coach? No. So it's not perfect, but yeah. So we're going to run an outside zone. Probably, I'm not going to say for sure, but that's what he ran at UT San Antonio and Oregon. So I'm just going to assume. If you don't know, you go back in my kind of look through my archives, Ronnie, or whoever asked. I think it was Ronnie. Yeah. Or no, Kentucky Rick. Yeah, just look back through my archives. But no, guys, 4-star. I don't know anything else about him. Okay, well, if he's a 4-star, which that doesn't look, guys, high school players, if you've been watching, Kurt Signetti in Indiana killed off high school players. Look, people are going to get their team out of the portal and build around like Will Stein is doing, around 8 or 9 good guys, and you're going to get experienced people. High school players take up all your money, and they're not going to play the first year. They're not going to play. So people are not going to spend money on them. So Kurt Signetti just reinvented the wheel, most likely. Sports Talk Jay put out a good video about that with numbers and stats. Indiana had the 49th ranked high school class. 1 4-star and all 3 stars. They don't care about. I say don't care about. They're going to be backup players. They're just going to be there, and yeah. So yeah, it's changed. It's going to reinvent how these 5-star freshmen come out of high school. We don't need you. I'll take the offensive lineman from UTEP instead of you, because I know that offensive lineman at UTEP has played 2 years, and I know he's good. I don't know how good you are. I just know you have 5 stars beside your name. So, yeah. We'll see. Rising freshman might save UK next year. Oh, in basketball? Maybe, if we can get some. We might as well get a few. AFIO. Yeah, the free market. That's right. It's going to correct itself. Yes, it will. The market will always correct itself. So, high school kids, sorry, you're going to have to sit down for a while. I mean, there'll still be people getting you, but with the people spending money in the portal, you ain't going to buy high school players. So, you might buy some, but, if there's a special kid out there, but, we'll see what happens. So, yeah, we'll see what the roster is at the end of look, this time next week, we'll know the portal closes Saturday at midnight, right? So we're going to know pretty much what our roster is for the spring, and then we'll just go from there. And spring starts in April. So spring ball will start. So right when basketball is over, spring football is going to start. So we'll just keep on rolling, keep on going. Yes. So anyway, if you're just getting in here, by position, we have gotten 28 people in the portal. 2 quarterbacks, 4 offensive linemen, 4 safeties, 4 linebackers, 2 cornerbacks, 2 running backs, 4 defensive linemen, only 2 wide receivers, a kicker, and a long snapper. That's who we got. And we got some good, high-priced, really good players. The offensive lineman from Beard, is his name Beard? From Tennessee. Now that I don't know what his name is because I forgot. Who am I thinking of? Anyway, the kid from Tennessee. Lance Hurd. Thank you. Couldn't think of his name. Lance Hurd. Yeah, that's one of the best players in the portal. 6'6". 6'6", 330. So, hey, we'll see. We need some linemen. We need some receivers. Do you think we can get to 11 or 12 conference wins? What do you? Oh, you mean in basketball? I don't know, Posse. I wouldn't bet that. What are we right now? We're trying to get 9. So I think Matt Jones said we had to get 9 or 10 more wins. Look, I don't know, guys. We're going to have to see how we play when we play somebody good and on the road. Okay, we need to win some road games. The Mississippi State game was kind of a feel-good game. They sort of gave up at the end. And, yeah, we can – if we shoot like that and he plays you might as well play everybody. Now, Jelovic a little bit, Cam Miller. Big man is hurt. So, look, his knee – he's going to the pros. So his knee is probably going to hurt a little. I mean, he's not going to risk anything. But, yeah, Jane Quaintance. I couldn't even think. JQ. Yeah, we'll see what his knee is. Lance. So, yeah, we got a lot going on. But football, we need more players. We need wide receivers. Could use a couple of offensive linemen and defensive linemen. I think we're good on defense as far as linebackers, safeties, the back end. Could use a couple of front end people. But we're pretty good on that. At least they're passing the ball. Posse. Yeah, well, they don't have a choice. Like I said, if Diabate's a cancer, keep him on the bench. He's going to be expensive. So, he'll be our expensive guy who doesn't play. So that's the way it is. But, yeah, I don't know for Posse if we can get to 11, 12 in basketball. I just don't know. But, yeah, we're spending our money. We're thrifty in the – we're getting the studs, but we're thrifty on the other people. Some of these, I don't know, some of these other play. The guys that haven't played, they're going to play now. So, but no, Colton Price from Baylor, the center. That dude's really good. Like I said, this dude Robinson from UTEP, good player. That's the guy he's a junior. He's had a really good year last year. So I think that's a guy who definitely will probably start. So, like I said, watch out for this kid from Gardner Webb, this Antonio O'Berry, this edge rusher guy. This is his 6th year. Yeah, he's a 6-year senior. This dude's pretty good for defense. We're like I said, offense, defense. We're just trying to even it out. Guys, even it out, right? So Trey,
Diabate's not a skilled big man. No, I mean he's a hustler. I mean he's not a shooter, and you can play off him. And he's not. He's wide, but he's not tall. Now he hustles. I mean, he will get in your. He will go in there and get rebounds and foul people, and he's an enforcer. But man, don't ask him to shoot a jump shot for God's sake. 3-point. He should never go beyond the 3-point line. I think he's hit one or two, but most of them look like you. If you threw a rock up there. So yeah. Cutter guys. Oh, don't do that, Julie. Cutter will be fine with or without a hairstyle. Benjamin can't shoot or pass. Yeah, we did turn the ball over a little bit too much. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens against LSU. LSU is a decent team. I don't have my phone. I forgot my phone. Well, whatever LSU's record is, that I don't know what it is. They're a pretty decent team. And Tennessee's ranked. So we play at Knoxville, at LSU Wednesday, at Knoxville Saturday. If we could get one of those, that would be nice. If we don't get either one of them, I don't know. Like I said, yeah, Mo is a scrapper. Yep, Benjamin. I'm talking about Mo. Oh, Mo. Okay. Oh, you're talking about one player. Oh, can't shoot, can't pass. Well, no. Like I said, he's just an enforcer. Go get the ball. Defend that guy. He's good on defense. Offense is not his thing, and we knew that when we got him. So I say that. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. If you're watching this back, hey, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this back. And if you're in here right now, if you're from another school, shout it out. Indiana, who's going to win that game? I don't see Indiana losing to Miami, guys. I just don't. Now, I think Miami can make it a closer game. I don't think they'll blow them off the field, but I think Indiana's a complete team. But Carson Beck, if there's one guy, and the guy's 26, damn near 26 years old. I mean, damn, he's been playing for a long time. So we'll see. But I wouldn't bet against Indiana. LSU's 12-4. Thank you, Derek. Yeah, I mean, they're decent. In the Ken Palm, they're decent. So, Ronnie, let's go IU. Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm in Indiana. So, yeah, like I said, I would like to see them win just for my people's happiness. Yeah. Mo is not an issue, Julie. Okay. Mo is okay. Algae. I did not know that. Did you say algae? I think I can read what you said. Yeah, Pope. Yeah, Mark Pope has to coach better. All right, before we go to football, Mark Pope just has to do his job. A lot of this is coaching, okay? But as we move to football, if you're just getting in here, look, guys, there's no way to say the SEC podcast, those good old boys, Cousin Shane, you've probably seen them. They're on one of the Fine Bombers. They got a show tonight rating the SEC coaches. How can you rate the coaches? We don't even know who to put. It's like us trying to say what our win total is going to be. There's no way you can say how many wins. I don't even know who Texas A&M, the people we play, Louisville. I don't know who they have. We'll have to wait till the smoke clears. And in the summer, you can start making predictions. South Carolina still has their quarterback. So even though he had a bad year and regressed a little bit, Sellers. So yeah. There's not even going to be any easy games. Everybody's going to have just as good a roster as we do, okay? Everybody we play, except for the two non-cons. And, yeah, we'll see what Louisville does. Benjamin Bush, Mo Pouts. Well, yeah, he should. But I'm thinking he should yell at other guys. Yeah, there are a couple times. If you don't hustle, I'm all for him yelling unless he's just doing it, to be friction. I don't know the whole story on him. So, I mean, if you're getting your ass kicked, wouldn't you get mad? Sometimes I have to figure maybe he's the one guy that's onto something. I don't know. We'll see. Editor. Oh, no, I'm not a good editor. You know what, guys? I used to edit my video now I just get on there. I don't even edit it. If I make a mistake, I just go over it. I say, I just talk like we're talking right now. I just turn the camera on, talk. I used to take notes, have an outline. Now I'm just like, I'm just going to turn the camera on. Just give me some couple notes. I'm just going to go. Just talk to you like I'm just a fan. I played high school football. I never played college sports. I was in the military. But yeah, I played there. But now there's a difference between leaders and being toxic, says Benjamin. Yes, there is. If he's just being toxic to be toxic, yes. On the fly. Well, that's what I'm good at. Yes, I can improvise. Yeah, always been good at improv. Julie picking on Mo is picking on him. Everyone picks on Ortega Oweh. Well, Oweh's doing better now.
Look, we got guys that got to get 20. Cam Williams has to get 15 points, dude. You can't get 7 or 8 points, dude. We're going to get beat. So yeah, we got to have shooters out there. Jelovic, I don't care. He can shoot. Just let him. If he has a bad night, that's fine, but you can't give up on him. Posse, it's weird. He sucks and acts like other people are causing it. Well, like I said, he may be wrong, but at the beginning of some of those games, like, okay, now let's talk about something like pet peeve here. Why does the media spend so much time on booing? Man, they talk about stuff and I'm like, booing. Let's talk about booing for an hour. You shouldn't boo. I don't care if somebody boos or not. Man, people get stuck on stuff, the music, and did somebody get booed? And okay. I mean, I don't care about booing. Who cares? Suck it up, dude. I was booing in the first half of that game from my couch. If I was there, come on. Who cares? I know when you got to fill airtime, though, I guess it's different. Trey, players are getting paid. Yeah, boo all you want. Yeah, I mean, come on. I'd boo if it wasn't. I mean, I don't think I've ever booed, though, to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever booed. I might have yelled something, come on, but I don't think I've ever booed. I'm not a booer. It ain't gonna help. So I'm tired of hearing about ice cream. Benjamin, yeah, dude. I mean, come on. Posse, booing is motivation. It can be. I mean, I wouldn't even listen to it. I mean, if you're a player, you should be listening to the crowd. I mean, they're there and you probably hear them, but you need to be concentrating on what the next thing you need to do is. But yeah, Cutter's getting $1,000. You're telling me that Cutter Bully is getting $1,000 for a haircut? Jill, is that what you said? Nobody's paying $1,000 for a haircut. Come on, man. His hair ain't that thick. So why are we talking about Cutter Bully's hair? Julie, what are we? I'll talk about it, but shiny nickel, yeah. Okay, well, anyway, we'll talk about look, football guys. We got a good run. We got running backs. Now we need some receivers. We got quarterback, running back, some offensive linemen. We need receivers. Anybody know anybody out there? Will we get the Moore kid? We need Moore, as in Moore, from Texas. That's who we need. We lost somebody. It was on KSR before I came on. I can't remember who we lost out on. I don't think it was Moore. So somebody can look that up. It was a headline. I forgot it already. CJ Baxter injured. Yeah, he has been injured. So is the kid from Barnes from Oklahoma. They're not injured now. They're I know Barnes' kid had a foot issue this year. But yeah, he's not injured now. That's the key. And we got 3 really good running backs. So Patterson re-signed if you're just getting in here. So yeah, Simmons went to Texas Tech. Yeah, Simmons, that's the kid. Texas Tech. Okay, see, we lost somebody to Texas Tech. It's Texas. We're not going to outspend a Texas school, guys. Just get that. We answered Texas A&M, Texas. And look, where that's oil money. So yeah, they probably gave him a little extra. We probably helped them out. We probably helped them make a lot of money. And just say you're going there. Hell, you can bluff. More from Texas could be bluffing at Colorado or us, or both of us. I don't know. And get that price up there as much as you can. But no, we do need receivers. And a couple linemen would be good. Offensive and defensive linemen. We have done well on the back end on cornerbacks and safeties, linebackers. We're good. A couple defensive linemen, but yeah. The 4-2-5 defense is, yes, very aggressive. So we will be taking chances and on the back end and taking chances rushing the quarterback. So Trey, we need 2 starting caliber receivers. Yeah. An edge rusher. Well, we got 2 edge rushers, but we could use some more. Like I said, the kid from Gardner-Webb, the 5th-year, 6th-year guy, is pretty good. I watched a little bit of a game of Gardner-Webb, and that kid's pretty good. We'll see. Marquise Humphrey-Grace is still here, right? So, yeah. But, yeah, you got to have backups because I don't know where the other edge rusher is that we got. I don't know where the other edge rusher is. No. Okay, Antonio Berry is it. The only one listed as an edge. Okay. Well, that's all right. But yeah, the wide receiver from Arkansas, Ferguson, hadn't played much, and the wide receiver from UAB is just, I mean, he had 180 yards catching, 18 catches. So we'll see how good he is. Punt. What did Luckett say about what on Alan Cutler's show? What are we talking about? Adam Luckett was talking about you today. Who was he talking about? Punt. Where's Ethan? Ethan is taking a break from social media. I do believe that's Ethan that told me that, right? Is it? No, that was Andrew White. Never mind. Andrew White is taking a break. I don't know where Ethan's at. Andrew White's taking a break from social media. I don't blame him. Who was on? What was Alan Cutler? What was said on Alan Cutler? What are we talking about? Got the Franklins. Okay. Okay, whatever was said, Posse, let me know. He said catches a lot of flack from a guy named Tom. Oh, did he say that? Is that what he said? Well, he does. I mean, I don't. Actually, he's one of them, yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I like KSR. They're still the premier site. Look, they're number one. There's just a few people that will, come on. There's a few people I don't fancy. That's a word, Julie. I don't fancy a couple of the guys because, come on, man. Don't get on there and say you don't know anything about football. And then, come on. Don't say that. Even if I didn't know anything, I would never say, hey, I don't really know what I'm talking about. Maybe they weren't talking about me. If I got on there, then, wow, that'd be cool if they're not going to shout me out. So that's all right. They might not have been talking about me. So, yeah. But, yeah. I like KSR for the most part. It's still the number one site. And they merged with another site today. So, you look, Matt, you can't beat Matt Jones. Posse, he acted like he was a name of a top of his head. Okay, well, if it was me, I have calmed down. You have to admit, I have stopped doing that. I'm going to stop doing that. I said at the beginning of the year, okay, I need to stop doing that. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to give my opinion, and then you don't have to watch me either. They can look. They got they're there in Lexington. Look. If I was there, let me tell you what. If I had a job covering football, it would be covered. Okay, let me just say it. I'd be like, where are they at? Where's the receiver? I'd be talking to every coach. I'd be trying to learn as much as I could, but that's just me. They're trying to cover everything, to be fair, basketball and football and women's basketball and baseball. So I should give them a break. Cutter was QB1. Well, he was QB1. Who else did we have? Yeah, he was QB1. That's a hell of a take right there. Wow. Of course he was QB1. He was going to stay, and they offered him more money. So, yeah, Trey, entertaining. Yeah, I mean, look, I am what I am. I don't know. I really like Van Hiles and Anthony White, but I couldn't get on a site and talk to them. I'm not in their league. They were players. I just am a fan like you guys are. I just turn the camera on and talk. I curse sometimes. I say things I shouldn't say. We talk about stuff sometimes that it's not football. So, yeah. Ronnie, did you grow up in Kentucky? Yes. Madisonville. I grew up with Drew Franklin's dad. He was a little bit older than me, Franco. So, yeah. He was a little bit ahead of me. But so, yeah, I grew up in Madisonville. And then I left when I was 18 and never went in the Air Force, and then landed in Evansville, Indiana, and been here for 33 years. 33 years. With Van all the time. Yeah, Posse, I get on there and I'll say a couple things, but that guy's so knowledgeable. I feel like this, I can't, I couldn't. I'm just a fan. I'm not saying I'm an expert. God knows. But no, if you want to know football, the Locker 411 with Anthony, the Locker 411 with Anthony White and Van Hiles. Our Driving with Styles, STYLES, is Van Hiles' channel. Look, if you want to football, talk to those guys. How those guys are not involved in UK football more, I don't know. Now, Anthony White has the Sunday morning sports talk show, but those guys should be on the damn pregame show as far as I'm concerned. The people they got on the pregame show, I can't even listen to that. I even know who they are, the female, and is it Dusty Bonner? Yeah, go get Van Hiles and Anthony White, will you? Give them some Trigg County. What's up, Julie? IBS with Van. Yeah, I like Van Hiles. For high school coach at Trigg County, Julie. Really? Okay, cool. All right, guys, what's on your mind? We're talking football tonight. We have 28 players, 26, excuse me, 26 players out of the portal. We may assign somebody while we're on here. We need wide receivers. We're going after the Moore kid in Texas. That's the high dollar wide receiver between Colorado and Kentucky. That's what's being said. We need some wide receivers. Like, please get some. We could use a couple more offensive linemen. But yeah, we definitely need some wide receivers. So as we get closer to Saturday, look, it's only what we got time, right? So it's Monday. So yeah, we got time, plenty of time to pick one out. It's like, take your time, try to get the best ones you can. Okay, I didn't know who that was, Julie. Benjamin, to a concert at the Mesker Amphitheater. Is it still there? Benjamin, they shut it down. It's there, but it's sitting there empty for years, and nobody's going to take it over because nobody does concerts outside anymore. Yep, Mesker Amphitheater, Evansville. Yep, Metallica came here in 1984. I was like, "Who's Metallica? What?" Yeah, this amphitheater there in Evansville was Twisted Sister. I had Rat. A lot of people came through there. It was metal back in the days. That was a good little venue. But now, well, we can't. We got 10,000 seat arena, the Ford Center, and we can't get huge concerts. We can get Elton John and a lot of country singers, but we're not getting Kiss. Well, Kiss is done. We're not getting anybody big in here. If anybody does live anymore, everybody does this. They just lip sync and pretend like they're playing, but they're really not. So, yeah. Yep. Def Leppard. Yeah. Def Leppard. Man, that was a long time ago. Now we're talking about concerts. Julie, football coach in Kentucky, is Chrissy. Okay. If you're just getting in here, Jalen Lowe's out for the year. We can talk basketball a little bit. Jalen Lowe's out. You knew that was going to happen. Jake, Tom O'Hara, punter transfer from Murray State, just committed. Yay! All right, we don't have to go to Siberia to get a punter. We have the Australian style punter. They said he was okay, so they probably gave him a little money. Murray State's punter, he punted. Like I said, never get a punter from a good team. Get a punter from a crappy team because he punted. Yeah, don't take a punter from a really good team. The guy only punted a couple. We want somebody that's punted a bunch of times, broke the record for punting in a single game. So, yeah, okay, well, good. All right, that's the punter. All right, breaking news. We got Tom O'Hara, punter from Murray State, Australian-style kicker. That I guess he's Max Duffy's friend, or Max kind of know who he is if he's from Australia. So, all right, we got a punter. I'm going to put him down. That's the 27th player. Got to have a punter, right? Got to have a punter. So there you go. Ronnie, where is everyone getting the transfer info? KSR, Kentucky Sports Radio. Just type in Google Kentucky Sports Radio. That's the best site. I mean, you can try 247 Sports. Look, KSR, those guys are in Lexington. They know what the deal is. Always trust KSR, even though, look, I need to not give them a hard time. They're the best site, the best radio show, even though I don't know why they get hung up on stuff sometimes like booing and, Matt Jones is about the best, gives the best measured opinion most of the time on sports. On KSR. Well, there you go. All right. I really wish Cam Miller would have stayed. Me too, Derek. Man, I don't know what they paid him wherever he just went to. LSU. I forgot what somebody said. Ole Miss. Yeah. I mean, look, he was good. Hell, he caught a couple touchdowns passes. I mean, come on. That was the best. I thought that was the best guy we had left. But anyway, we didn't get him. Commits got posted. All right. On Twitter first, Trey. Well, I'm not on Twitter. I should be, but I'm not. I am an insider. Julie, you're an insider, Julie? I'm an outsider. Yeah, I'm not an insider. I am definitely an outsider. So I'm like probably most of you are. All right, well, we got a punter. Did Hester leave? He graduated. I think he was a senior. Yeah, so a lot of people we got, guys, are just 1 year rent a player. We're signing guys that got 1 year left. That's all right. Colton Price, 1 year. I think, the Texas guys, 1 year. That's what you got to do. Just get a year out of them. Want to be. What to be? Oh, you want to be? All right, Ronnie. Everybody wants to be an insider, but some of us aren't. Trey, Our old wide receiver coach went to Ole Miss. Ah, well, there you go. Because our offensive line coach went to what, LSU or wherever. That's how he got Darren Stray, the kid that redshirted from Michigan. That was a 4-star. So yeah, that's how it coaches. Okay. So Cam Miller and him were tied, and that's how Ole Miss got. Okay. All right, I got you. Makes sense. Yeah, Julie, call him and beg for him to perform. That's a good idea. Jake, I don't know why we ever got away from Aussie style kicking. Because it's not, I mean, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. It's like everything else in punting. And plus, guys, you know they don't kick with the same ball they play with, right? In the NFL, they have a kicking ball. Why do you think everybody's kicking 55-yard field goals now? Because they kick with a different ball. It's a kicking ball. Yeah, the one in the NFL is definitely, somebody picked it up, saw a YouTube video, and it's hard. I mean, like a real hard, tightly wound ball. So, yeah, everybody's going to be able to kick 55-yarders now because that's what they want to see. So, best O-line players we kept. Wilberly from Western Kentucky. The center would be the best one we kept. Abe Selm returned today. Not very many. I can tell you that. There were not very many to keep because we lost a lot of them. Who did we keep? If we still got Boyer, that'd be nice as tight end. Malachi Wood, did we keep him? We kept him, right? Abe Selm, Wilberly. I don't know who Jay Clark is. And that's it. 1, 2, 3. So we only have 4 Malachi Wood. That was, that were worth anything. So we have like 4 from last year. And then we picked up 4, right? So we got 8. Okay, that's 8 decent ones. I don't know. So yeah, all right, we got 8 offensive linemen. We need 10. We need a backup in every position, which I guess Wilberly will stay the backup center. But if we need to move him, hell, move him. He was a good center. I mean, we'll see. We'll love my dad. Julie says, friends. Howard Snellenberger. I'll see your Howard Snellenberger friend. Okay. What's up, Jake? Hello. So yeah, we had 4 players that we kept, and we got 4 new players. So that was on the depth chart. There could have been more people. I didn't go all the way to, the whole roster last year. I was just who was each person's backup. So we have 4 backups and now 4 other linemen. So, we're, put together the best line you can. I think the UTEP guy is going to be the guy that you're not going to hear about till the season starts because the way they talked about him, he's really, really good. So, yes. So, who am I talking about? Yes, the guy Robinson, Mark Robinson, senior, 6'5", 320. Junior. So, hey, we got 2 years for this guy from UTEP. Okay, 6'5", 320. Okay, he's a tackle. So, okay. So we need a couple more offensive linemen. We could use a couple more. And defensive line. We lost defensive linemen. Just, we lost 4, plus, other than Marquise Humphrey Grace, we lost people on the defensive line too. So, because everybody left and Gatson left, right? We might still have Josiah Hayes. Gerard Smith left. Yeah, so yeah, we need people on the defensive line. That's what we need. So that's what we need. Julie, you're from Elizabethtown, Julie? I did not know you're from E-Town. I will not hold that against you. But no, guys, if you're just getting on here, we've been on here an hour. I just can't believe we've been on here that long. It seemed like I've been on here 5 or 10 minutes. So we just got a punter. The punter from Murray State just signed. If you're getting in here, breaking news. That is the 27th player out of the portal. We signed 2 people today, and we signed 3 return guys. Okay, so Patterson, running back, Selm, offensive line, Godfrey, linebacker. So we're good on the back end of our defense. We are stacked. So those guys can play linebacker too in the 4-2-5. So, and we still got Sam Green. CJ came in here in the last live. Shout out to CJ Green, Sam's brother, came in here and said Sam's doing okay. And he's hyped to play. And I would be too. So, Ransdell, yeah, I put a video up for you, Julie. Ronnie, oh, well, thanks, brother. Thanks for coming in, man. My next live, what is it? Wednesday, Friday.
depending on what happens. Wednesday, Friday. We may do one Wednesday because let's see, everybody else does their basketball on Thursday, and we got basketball on Wednesday. Okay, man. Okay, Friday. You know what? I may do a midday podcast on Thursday or Friday. I may do one about 2 or 3 o'clock, just for the heck of it, Central Time. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll put out keep your notifications turned on, and they'll come on 30 minutes before I do. But yeah, I may do. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be hard with basketball. It's hard to do a football, so I'll do it during the day, afternoon, because everybody's going to do their basketball at night. So I appreciate you, Ronnie. Is scared of me in this chat, Julie. Well, I don't think. Why should we be scared of you, Julie? I don't think we're scared of you. We're not scared of you. Sounds good. Yeah, right. Just keep, like I said, we're gonna have to. I work tomorrow, and then I'm off for a couple of days. So I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So yeah, we're gonna have to do something on one of those days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I just don't think it'd be Wednesday night because of the basketball game. So probably Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I may do, like I said, early afternoon on Thursday. I don't want to knock off Loyal BBN basketball and call-in show on Thursday. So I don't want to interfere with those guys. So I will do it around them. Just because if you're not subscribed to Loyal BBN, you should be. So shout out to Loyal BBN, Big Mike, BC, all the people on there, Big Jimmy Jam and Miss Lee. Oh, you're welcome, Julie. All right, guys. Look, we just signed a punter. That's our 27th player. They punted from Murray State. We're on our way. We need some receivers is what we need. So we're trying to get the Texas kid more, or whoever else we can get. We missed out on a kid that went to Texas Tech. And you're welcome, Julie. You're welcome for the chat. Now, I just want to jump on here tonight and just, like I said, national championship game's coming up, right? Is that Saturday night, right? Is this Saturday night, the championship game? Right? I know all of these people. Oh, okay, good, Julie. But no, so yeah, I guess I won't come on Saturday, will I? Because everybody be talking about the national championship game. But we're going to get more players. Monday night. Oh, Monday. Okay, wow. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Monday night. Okay, why do they wait so long? Just have the damn game, will you? I guess the NFL has to do Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, all right, guys, keep the notifications on. I may do a video. I may jump on here and do a live. What stuff is happening that fast? We just signed a punter. I'm going to go put that on Murray State. So, look, 27 players in the portal. We're probably ranked top 7 or 8 on portal pickups, which we needed because we lost a lot of people. So, yes. All right, guys, everybody have a good night. Have a good Tuesday. There's basketball on Wednesday. Obviously, I won't come on here unless it's during the day. If we get somebody stellar, yeah. But no, keep your notifications on. Probably see you Thursday or Friday. All right, so I missed Ethan Hurley. Yeah, Ethan must be busy. Andrew White's taking a break from social media, and I can't blame him. Everyone needs a break from social media, right? And video games. I might be the only person, Julie, on the planet who does not play video games. That's it. All right. I can't do it. If you watch this back, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this back. And if you want to subscribe, hey, hit that subscribe button. We will cover basketball. So, yeah, I will cover basketball. If we lose, I'll definitely put a video, which it's going to be, we'll see if we can win that game at LSU. 2 road games in basketball, and the portal closes on Saturday. It's going to be a busy week, but I'll be here. Go Cats.